Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle. Make smart nutritional choices. Move more and sit less. Fight against that laziness. It's not about perfection, but about consistency. It's not about what you look like in the mirror, but about how you feel, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. And I was watching the Jersey Shore, the TV show, the Jersey Shore the other day. Now, I don't watch this show regularly. My wife had me watching this show, man. I was sitting on the couch and watching this show with her, man. And in the last episode, they were, I think it was the last episode, maybe the episode before. Excuse me, not last episode, but the one before that, I believe. They were talking about one of the characters of the Jersey Shore. I believe her name is Dina, I believe. She was doing or running or training for a 5K, right? And throughout this entire show, they kept calling the 5K a marathon. They kept referring to it as a marathon. And they kept saying, oh, I'm getting ready to run a marathon. I'm training for a marathon. I'm going to run a marathon. And it was a 5K, ladies and gentlemen. And it was bothering me as I was watching this. And, my wife was laughing because I kept saying, why are they calling it a marathon? It's not a marathon. And they kept calling it a marathon. That's all she kept saying. Oh, a marathon. I'm training for a marathon. I'm getting ready for the marathon. I got a marathon coming up. And I took offense to this, not because I've run a marathon. I've never even ran a marathon. I would never even try to run a marathon. Running is not necessarily something that I enjoy so much that I'm going to run 26 miles, which I believe a marathon is. It might be a little bit more than that, but it's about 26 miles, right? A little bit more than 26 miles. That's what they consider a marathon. So if you run a marathon, you're going to have to run 26 miles, all right? Think about that, all right? Does anyone enjoy running that much that they want to run for 26 miles straight for no reason? I don't. Once again, I'm not knocking people who do this. Great achievement. It's a great goal, something to train for, something to aspire or attain to do, to run a marathon. But you must enjoy running to a certain point, or you must be running for a reason. A lot of people are running for a cause, for a reason why they're running for someone else. Like I said, they're running for a charity. Whatever the reason is, a lot of people have reasons why they're running. Some people, they're runners. That's their goal. Every year they want to compete, try to do a marathon. Some people, they just, broke free of the rust, right? They stopped being lazy. They want to challenge and test themselves. I'm all about this stuff. My problem with them calling this a marathon is because, like I said, it takes away. And to me, like I said, I take offense to this. Anyone who's run a marathon, who knows what it takes to actually run 26 miles, or to go 26 miles, you should be insulted by the people on the Jersey Shore referring to a 5K as a marathon. 5K, I believe, is about 3 miles, maybe a little bit over 3 miles, ladies and gentlemen. So you're sitting here trying to tell me that you're comparing a 3-mile run to a 26-mile run, and we're calling it a marathon? They weren't calling it a half marathon. They were calling it a marathon. Now, I'm not saying that they were trying to imply that she was running an actual marathon, but when you're watching a TV show like this, and this is supposed to be reality TV, and they're talking about something related to fitness, motivation, health, and you're calling a 5K a marathon, or you're referring to a 5K as a marathon, doesn't make any sense. Because once again, you're lowering the standards for yourself, Dina. She ran a 5K. Great for her. That's an achievement. 3 miles. That's a great achievement for someone like her who's not active, who's not a fitness person. For her to run that, great on her. I'm very proud of her, and she should be proud of herself. But to call it a marathon is insane. To refer to it as a marathon is insane. To even think that you're anywhere close to running a marathon because you've ran a 5K is insane. It's not the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. People who have actually run marathons, they'll tell you the difference between 26 miles and 3 miles. These people will jog 3 miles like it's nothing. That's nothing to them. But to work your way up, to train day in and day out, week in and week out, month after month, some people for years, just to be able to say I was able to complete a marathon, and to have these people on the Jersey Shore over here calling a 5K a marathon, guys. Like I said, I took offense to this, man. And to me, they should have corrected that right away. Someone should have said to this girl, hey, listen, stop calling it a marathon. It's not a marathon. Let's be real here. We're running a 5K, which is 3 miles. Nowhere close to a marathon. So shout out to that girl, Dina, I believe her name is, who ran the 5K in that episode. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, a 5K is nowhere close to a marathon. Those are the facts.